What would you think if I told you that there is a completely natural treatment that attacks the real cause of type 2 diabetes and not just its symptoms? A 100% natural secret that would eliminate from your life all the aches and inconveniences that diabetes causes day after day. Information that can cause an immediate change in your health, improving the quality of life you have lost, even though diabetes has been in your family for generations. Even though in the last years you haven't had a glucose test below 200. But sorry, I haven't introduced myself. I'm Jefferson Matthews, an independent researcher specialized in diabetes. And I want you to know that for years, a macabre operation has been carried out by the big pharmaceutical companies, medical institutions, and the media to hide this information. Did you think that the health system was on your side? Well, no. They are not on the patient's side. They are on the side of profits. You may be wondering, Jeff, how can you be sure this system will work for me if you don't even know my blood sugar levels or my physical condition? But the truth is that I don't need to know your personal situation. I'm sure that this method will work for you, as it has done for more than 12,000 patients who have already tried it. You'll know how to control your diabetes, leaving aside needles, pills, or dangerous surgeries, even without needing a frequent follow up visit to your doctor. Can you imagine it? A normal life without complications, feeling free again. Today, you can make that a reality. In my experience with more than 12,000 successful cases, says that not only can you return to the normal life you lost, but you can achieve an even better life than you had before being diagnosed with diabetes. Because this system will not only reverse your type 2 diabetes, but it will also fill you with renewed energy and happiness. You'll feel completely young again. And believe me, I understand you, since I thought that when my father was in the same situation, struggling with a diabetes out of control. It may not sound real, but this secret is stored within yourself. More precisely, in your endocrine system, and it's related to the general functioning of your body. And it's supported by many studies. But reality is sad, because although these studies reveal that glucose levels manage to stabilize in a few days, you won't see the results published in any mass media. A totally different approach to modern medicine, with which wonderful results are obtained. Within our body is the solution for diabetes. You can metabolize sugar even better than before having diabetes, without the need for insulin. Surely, at this moment, you may have many questions. Why hasn't any doctor told me anything about this? Why don't big laboratories, medical institutions, or specialized journals communicate this? Well, now let me ask you a question. Do you believe that the multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical industry is doing everything possible for you to reverse your diabetes? Well, even if saying this could jeopardize my career and even suffer more serious consequences, I can assure you that no, they don't. For them, you are another number. For them, you are money. You are income from monthly visits to the doctor, devices to measure insulin, medicines, test strips, and others. What do you think would happen if diabetes could be eradicated? I think you can understand what my question aims to. A healthy person is not a business for them. It isn't profitable. Think about this. There are 422 million diabetic adults in the world today. This means that 1 in every 11 people, almost 10% of the world population. It is estimated that in the year 2030, about 1,000 million people will suffer from this problem, and the annual deaths that it will cause would be around 20 million. And there will also be around 23 million amputations due to diabetes. That's equivalent to Australia's population. Humanity is constantly progressing and has faced incredible challenges. But deadly diabetes continues to grow uncontrollably. But they are not in your shoes. Needles, zoo diets, medications, doctors, large expenses being a burden for your family. A life of suffering, fear, and despair. Think about this. The industry of diabetes generates about $250 million dollars a year for large laboratories in sales of medicines, insulin, monitors, test strips, and other devices. And that's why these companies don't want to find a solution to your diabetes problem, because it would be an economic catastrophe. They would collapse. I developed and advanced in dozens of theories with which I sought to properly metabolize blood sugar without needing to use the weakened pancreas of a diabetic person. But good results did not come along with me. Until one night, reading some text related to lateral thinking implementation, I realized I was making a measurement error. I reformulated every equation, and something extraordinary came up that nearly made me cry. IGF has an excellent blood sugar regulatory power, even higher than I could imagine. My research revealed that by increasing the IGF levels only a little, the pancreas could be released of working, and it stabilizes blood sugar levels in a few days. Now I just needed to find an effective way to regulate IGF levels in the body. Therefore, I decided to find a natural way to do it. I had to enter a new world for me, the alternative medicine and therapies world. I traveled around the world to meet specialists in these subjects, people with an amazing ancestral knowledge. As a result, the glucose metabolism increases around 200% within the first 24 hours. Would you like to experience these same results? Would you like to directly treat the root of your diabetes problem? Surely your answer is a resounding yes. And in a moment, I'll give you almost for free all you need to start your diabetes reversal process today. You'll receive a program specifically designed for you, completely detailed. My program is going to heal your liver from inside to outside, removing all the damage done through the years. Not only will it solve your diabetes problem, but also this will solve all your health problems. This system is organized as a simple, step by step, understandable, and language friendly method. And I called it Diabetes Master Key, a system completely safe, completely natural, and without any side effect. I guarantee you it is doubt proof. You'll know in detail what you should eat and drink at each meal. You won't need to take a single pill. I'll show you how to prepare delicious smoothies, including an exotic compound, which is what your body needs from the moment you were diagnosed as a diabetic. You can prepare these healing smoothies in a few minutes. This program works in several levels, which in its entirety can lower and reduce in a record time blood sugar. I'll tell you a few changes you must do in your lifestyle, which will require so little effort that you won't even notice them. But they'll have a great effect on your liver and glucose level regulation. Diabetes Master Key has been designed based on my experience on thousands of people who have used this program. That is why it's highly perfected, answering all of the doubts you may have. But also, if you have any questions, we have a support for you 24 hours, 7 days a week. On average, it's estimated that the cost that a diabetic must face throughout their life is about $100,000. And that's without considering the time lost in visits to the doctor, consultations, emergencies, and other setbacks. Whereas there is a solution that can eliminate this high cost, which you are paying year after year. This solution should be expensive, but I didn't do this to make money. And I feel that this information doesn't belong to me. Rather, I simply mean for it to reach you and thus end your suffering. You'll only pay a symbolic price, the minimum necessary to cover the maintenance costs of our website. You'll get Diabetes Master Key, the most revolutionary program available for $29 refundable dollars. Yes, a $29 one-time payment. It will help us to maintain and keep this website open. It is a completely voluntary payment, and you are free to get out once you have tried the program. You decide what to do without being pressured by us. Our guarantee is simple. You'll drastically improve your diabetes situation or we'll refund your money. But also, you are lucky to have gotten here just when we are launching our system. That's why if you order Diabetes Master Key today, you'll have access to our exclusive and very expensive products I'll send to you totally for free. Would you miss this opportunity? Your diabetes is a time bomb which can explode anytime. And in this precise moment, in front of your eyes, there is an opportunity to be free again. The opportunity to live the rest of your life without needing injections with needles, nor depending on medication. Stop thinking about going to a hospital simply for eating a piece of cake. Living without fear of being amputated in a few years. Forgetting about the large amount of complications such as heart attacks, losing vision, kidney failures, nerve damage, and others. Don't you believe that you would be benefited if you make the right decision? Don't you think your family will be benefited? They wish to have a healthy father, mother, or grandparent, and who can also be there when needed, to be a support for decades to come. Below, you have the button to download my program. You must make the better decision. Push the button below now. You have nothing to lose, and a new life full of happiness to win.